Today I will show you how to Kitchener stitch. This is the cast on end of my test piece. After the waste yarn I knitted one row with a ravel cord. That way it will be easier to remove the waste yarn. You can pull the yarn tail on the other end to unravel it. Make sure you are using a contrasting color waste yarn to see the stitches better. Now let's get to the sewing part. First you have to fold the piece so the right sides are touching each other. Then fold the waste yarn towards the inside. That way it's easier to hold the pieces and sew the stitches. I will use red yarn to sew both pieces together. You can use one of the yarn tails or a strand of the same color yarn as the knitted piece. Insert the needle into the rightmost stitch. Leave a tail if you are sewing with a different piece of yarn. If you are sewing with the cast on or the cast off tail, it is already coming from the first stitch. So you have to find the rightmost stitch on the second piece and insert the needle through it. Now insert the needle through the next stitch on the same side, then again through the first stitch on the opposite side. Insert the needle through the second stitch on the same side, then through the second stitch on the opposite side. Every time you have to insert the needle through one new stitch, then through one used stitch. Adjust the tension while sewing. Don't pull the yarn too tight, it should match the stitch size that you have used on the machine. Now you can see up close. It was very hard for me to learn how to do it, but once you remember how to begin, it becomes a very easy task. When you sew both ends together, it will look like this. Now we have to remove the waste yarn. I will cut the ravel cord short from one of the sides, then I will pull it out from the other. Now you can remove the waste yarn. On the other side you have to pull the end of the waste yarn to unravel it. And that's the final result. That's the wrong side. And that is the right side of the knitting. The seam is flat so it won't be visible if you are using the same color yarn to sew it. And that's how it would look like if you make the seam too tight. It won't be so obvious if the yarn is the same color. That's all for today. Have a nice day and see you in my next video.